Today, this is Dan Barrett from UNDE 65. It's providing a brief orientation in relation to National Public Service Week, which usually happens in June, but we normally touch on this at this time of the year on the Proudly Serving Canadians theme. National Public Service Week was initiated in 1992 by the Serving Canadians Better Act. Normally, it occurs during the second week of June. Currently, it's being boycotted by PSCC, most recently for the Phoenix fiasco, but in the past for bargaining issues. Regardless, locals celebrate in the GTA with open picnics. The legislation recognizes the value of the services rendered by federal public service employees in the various trades within D&D, supporting our Canadian Forces members, and through the rest of the government, also providing safety, security, and enforcing the regulations that ensure our standard of living is one of the best in the world. The Act also acknowledges the contribution of federal public service employees to the federal administration, the mechanisms of the government in order to deliver employment insurance and other benefit packages, the defense of our nation, and emergency responses to issues. Currently, the COVID-19 crisis, 9,000 public servants recently stepped forward to help deliver the benefits package announced by the government, so key to so many citizens who find themselves out of work or laid off. Internationally, on June 23rd, the United Nations recognizes the International Public Service Day. Among other things, the UN monitors public administration, with the Secretary General releasing an annual report on how governments are combating corruption and protecting the public trust through their public services. Similarly, governance is monitored by the United Nations on how governments are helping ensure accountability and ensuring the equity of their citizens and their justice system. So in the context of National Public Service Week and the International Public Service Day, the criticality of public services has long been recognized, and particularly now during the COVID-19 crisis, the need to maintain our public services is never more evident. We need to refrain from the P3 public-private partnerships that increase cost to future generations in order to expedite construction or other time-sensitive matters. Similarly, we need to attempt to curb the appetite to sell off some of the current government assets to balance the books, and look at the contracting out as a viable option, which increases precarious workers and makes the government less stable. Similarly, the sale of assets also exposes the government to long-term implications with the private sector that are difficult to get out of and also even more expensive to change in midstream. So be aware that we own it, be proud of the service that you provide, and fight to protect our public services, keeping them public and strong. Thank you.